Let's talk about design, and in particular let's talk about 3D printing and how we get our designs out of our mind. When we as engineers design something, we often think in 3 dimensions. But what we then have to do is get it out of our minds, and to do that we often have to use expensive software and expensive machines. Now these take time and they cost money. But our world is 4 dimensions and changing rapidly and quickly all of the time, and customers want something that's quick and often customised to their own requirements. So we have to get much more clever about how we design our products. Imagine if there was a machine that would allow you to design a part and to print your own part customised to your requirements, but it didn't cost that much to produce the parts in it. And that's the RepRap 3D printer. And what we're doing at ITT Dublin is designing and building the RepRap 3D printer and then trying to customise it to make it better. Rapid prototyping has been around for decades, over 2 decades actually. When I was a young student, it was a new technology and it was just coming out. Rapid prototyping works by taking those 3D models that we create as engineers and it slices them into very thin 2D layers. And then the machine takes those 2D layers and puts them down one at a time on top of each other to create the 3D object. So it's not quite 3D, almost 3D. Now the machines are very expensive. They can cost anywhere from 10,000 all the way up to €1,000,000 and more for some machines. So many people are looking for cheaper machines, lower cost machines that anyone could use. Now until now that's not really been possible. In the last few years what's happened is something called RepRap, or rapid prototyping machines, 3D printing machines. They were developed in Bath University by Adrian Bauer and a team of engineers, and they were designed to be evolutionary, that is, they could kind of design themselves, develop themselves. So as engineers we help them by designing new parts to make them stronger, more accurate, and then we build the parts using the machines, and then we put them onto the machines to make new machines. So we started this project in about July of last year, and in July we got a student to come in and to build the machine. And it took till about Easter this year before we were getting our first parts off of the machine. But since it's been building, all of the students that have actually come into contact with it have actually started to build their own machines and wanting to come in and use this machine so that they can get one. Now the cost of these is not anything like 10,000 to €1,000,000. It's more like hundreds of euros. So the machine that you see here, which is our Generation 1 machine, cost us around €500 and took us the year to build. The next generation machine will probably cost us less to build and will actually be a more accurate machine. And what's happening now is students want to do projects on it, staff want to do projects on it, and everyone's getting involved in, if you like, this revolution, this RepRap revolution. Now this is happening in universities all over the world. And so we're just the next in line, if you like, to actually do this. And it's very exciting for all of us. So how do we use this? We've done some really interesting projects here at ITT Dublin, and some of the most interesting have been with the local hospital, Adelaide and Meath Hospital. What we've actually done is we've managed to link up with the surgeons at the Adelaide and Meath Hospital, and they pass us data from the CT scans of the patients, and then we print the data according to basically what the doctors want. So the idea is that if the patient has, in this case, scoliosis of the spine, what we're able to do is to take the data from their scan and we're able to print this part so that the doctor can actually see what kind of state the spine is in. This helps them understand the condition. It also helps them understand the kind of surgery that the patient might need, and they can even plan the surgery before they ever go near the operating theatre. That's a RepRap.